guys, welcome back to Ching.sg. My name is Vincent here. Today we actually have a look at part 2 of our house plant tour. I'm actually going to touch a little bit further on the essential items that you may need when you're actually gardening at home. So let's start. Okay, one of the most essential items that you will need when you're actually gardening at home would be your watering tools. I've got two here. One is actually the watering can, and the other one is the mister. So I actually purchased this online, and you can have a look. What I find pretty important would be the size of the opening. Actually, the narrower it is, the easier for you to actually aim at the pots of plants. Especially for me when I'm actually watering in the balcony, it's pretty hard for me to actually reach in some areas. So the narrower it is, the easier for you to actually water your plants. And something that's pretty handy would be the mister. So especially these few weeks or months at the beginning of the year where it's pretty warm, it would be good to actually mist your plants a few times a day if you are available. So there are actually a couple of misting cans available. Mine actually bought in Germany. So what you can do is just have to keep pumping and then I have to. So I think you can find this in Singapore at the local nurseries as well. Okay, the next essential item would be gloves. Okay, there's no hard and fast rule on the type of gloves that you would need. I just purchased this glove at the local supermarket down below my block because most of the nurseries were closed then, and I had a cut on my finger. So don't judge me if I have pink gloves, okay? So any type of gloves will do, but probably rubber gloves, because plastic gloves you will have to use and throw away, so I don't think it's actually very environmental friendly. Okay, scissors that is actually specifically meant for your plants, so you don't mix up the scissors that you use for your plants and your food. And pincel. So this is actually a pincel that I actually got from the aquarium store. So sometimes you might have small seedlings or little weeds, little plants that you don't want on your existing flower pot. So this is actually very good to actually go inside and dig out things that you don't want. And one other thing would be the wiring. How would I call this? Some wires perhaps. I use this to actually tie on the plants against supporting rods or sticks, so that they won't sway towards the wind as well. And another item would be, you might need a pail as well, in case you want to throw any rubbish. Hey guys, as you can see, there's lots of plants here. So pardon me if I can't exactly remember all the names, but I do have my notebook with me handy. So let's start, okay? Okay, first up, over here is actually the same plant that is over there. It's actually called the Thaumatophilum sprucianum. Okay, by right is actually an indoor plant. So when I placed this plant back in December, there wasn't such strong sun here. So it's actually pretty funny in Singapore. We actually get a change of season, that's what they call it. On the first half of the year, probably your balcony or your window would be very, very sunny. Then the next half of the year, the sun suddenly went to another planet. So right now, the sun came back to the balcony. So I'm trying my best to actually shift this plant to the entrance of my house instead. So the yellow peacock flower is actually having a bit of mealybug, so I'm waiting for it to be quarantine finished, then yes, quarantine, that's the word that I'm using right now, before I can actually transfer both of them to exchange their position. So please tahan, okay? I've been misting this poor plant for the last few weeks that I'm staying at home. Okay, the ones that is actually inside is actually doing better, but the ones actually in the sun, I know it's getting a bit scorched. But so now you know, now that I know how the seasons of the sun changes. So Thaumatophilum sprucianum, strictly indoor plant. Okay. Another strictly indoor plant would be the Damkane. So you can see they actually have lots of variety of this Damkane species. Some of them have some white dots that looks a bit like army camouflage, which I'm not sure why would people want to have an army camouflage plant. Okay, probably they didn't went to NS. So for me, I like this is because it's very easy to grow, and I have to say the leaves are pretty spectacular as well. Okay, then this side here I have two bougainvilleas. So they love sun, as you can tell, and recently they have been flowering quite a little bit. So I've got like orange, whitish pink I guess, and yellow. Yeah. So I've heard from the seller of these plants, and I read online that if you actually water them lesser, they will actually flower more. So if you actually water them a bit more frequently, like recently that it has been raining quite a bit, you can see there's a lot more leaf that is being formed. And then just beside the bougainvilleas, I'm trying to balance because there's not much of a walking space, is the Florida Ghost. Okay, I do have two types. One of it that I showed you on the part 1 is actually the variegated version. So this is the normal green color version. And then I can see, okay, you can see along the drainage system, those are called lemon palms. Those are actually vining plants that are pretty easy to grow. They love sunlight, they look cute, they are a form of herb, which you can actually spice up your drinks with a slice of lemon, add a bit of lemon palm, ice water, and you have a very refreshing drink. So yeah, it's actually a very nice herb slash plant to grow, and they actually propagate pretty easily. Can you see? It's actually reaching all the way to my plateau already, which is good because I want this whole balcony to be surrounded by plants. Okay, up over here, I have the Hoya conasa. I've got two actually. So few months back they actually flowered. Flowers are pink, pretty spectacular as well. Almost fall. And then just below over here, I have got the Japanese dwarf bamboo plant. And so far I believe that it loves sunlight. It's growing pretty well. This is actually the variegated version as well. So they don't grow very tall, a maximum of 3 to 4 feet. Equates to less than 1 meter. Yeah. And I like it because it provides quite a good privacy screen. So hopefully when the plant nurseries are open again, I might get a couple more to actually cover up this whole area. And here is the butterfly attractor, which is the lemon plant. So lemon plants, kaffir leaf plants, lime plants, they do attract a lot of butterflies, specifically the swallowtail lime butterfly. They tend to lay the eggs on the plants itself. So previously I had a few caterpillars, but I'm not sure, maybe they got eaten by some birds that come by in the morning. The reason why I actually filmed this in the mid-afternoon is because I was hoping that the butterfly that visits me every day during trough will actually come by, but sadly not today. But I will actually show a video clip that I actually recorded when it came to visit me. So as you can see, this is what was left of, yeah. So previously the caterpillars were having a field day with my lemon plant, but now it's growing back slowly, pretty much. And yes, this one is actually the Calathea nosa, I believe. No, sorry, Calathea ornata. Sorry. Yeah. So they have very lovely undershade. It's actually reddish, and very nice white and green plants. And they're actually strictly indoor plants as well. So I'm trying my best to shift this as inside as possible. Actually, most of the plants here that I've purchased was back end of the year last year, when I realized that there wasn't direct sunlight here. But now I'm so wrong in my purchases, but I'm trying my best to actually keep them not scorched. So far, still not too bad, a little bit scorched I mean. And another sun-loving plant would be the potato vine, as you can see. They love sun, and the funny thing is when the young leaves comes out green and then slowly turns to a shade of purple. Pretty interesting as well. Just below I've got the just below I've got the lace leaf, or they call it the flamingo plant. You can tell why it's called a flamingo. Bright red, beautiful flowers. I think like flower shops, florists actually like to use them for flower arrangement, flower cuttings as well. And then on top here, I've got some herbs and vegetables. These two are the cherry tomatoes. You can see this is the flower. See if I can zoom. Can I zoom? There you go. See that's not the fruit, that's an orange actually. Okay, the reason why I placed an orange here is to actually attract more butterflies. I'm not sure if it will work, but I doubt so. Because when I was like at the zoo long time back, I remember at the butterfly parks they have like fruits, sweet stuff that will attract butterflies, but maybe at a specific area, but not in the open space like this, yeah. But no harm trying. So this is my cherry tomato. Still growing. So these are the little flowers that have not opened yet. So I've spoken on my Instagram previously. You do have to pollinate the cherry tomato flowers yourself. So it's pretty easy. Just use a cotton bud, and then when the flowers open, gently use the cotton bud and touch each of the flowers. That's how you actually pollinate them. Very, very easy. I've got basil here, overused, peppermint, and bitter gourd. So I realized something very, very useful about a particular plant. So this actually belongs to the plant below. Let me check, I forgot what's the name of this plant. Yep, I've linked it down on the screen itself. So in Africa, they actually use this plant to actually wrap food. So it's a multi-usage plant itself. And I realized when the leaf dries out, the sticks are still pretty tough. So they're actually pretty good if you actually cut it out after the leaf dies, and can use it as a trellis, a support for other plants. So yeah, you don't have to use like chopsticks. That's one way you can save up on. That's what I just realized I just did earlier this morning. So I'm sharing. I'm not sure if other people know, because I haven't seen people using something like this before, and there's like various heights that you can adjust to. So it's something that's organic, recyclable, and useful, right? Okay, moving on, I have got the silver sword. Silver sword is actually an indoor plant as well. Pretty interesting in the sense that normal leaves are actually green, like this. Water plant, water. Look at this, it's almost a silver hue. It's growing pretty readily as well. So right here, I have actually grown a bit of lemon plant. I think it's kind of sprout the other time. Oops. Not sure where is it, but it's sprouting. I'll show you next time. I've got some more herbs here, lemongrass, which I recently used for my tom yum soup, and you can actually mix it in some drink mixes as well. pretty useful. And I'm trying an natural way of actually maintaining the ants population in my balcony, because as you know, when you have plants, you do have ants. Unfortunately, they could be good and bad thing, I'm not sure, but I'm trying to control them. So I've got a pitcher plant here. So I am not sure how useful will a pitcher plant help. Okay, this I've introduced the other time. This is the variegated Florida growth. And then here is the Philodendron comely. Yeah, Philodendron comely. Probably named after the comb because of the shape of the leaves. And then this monster here with its spectacular leaves is called the Anthurium petitorium. Yeah, story has it that it's named after predator because the shape of the leaf looks like it's a claw. It's like very beautiful leaf that it has. And right at there I have got the false palm. See, he loves sunlight, and the leaves are pretty beautiful as well. It turns red. It can grow pretty tall, almost up to 2 meters. So you do have to take note of that. This is still a young one. More lemon palms, and underneath the lemon, above the lemon palm, this huge mystical looking thing is called the Thai dragon tree, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I love it so much, especially when there's a light breeze, then the leaves will start slowly swaying. Oh. Over here, it's one of the more popular plants recently. It's called the Stromantia tristar. So Stromantia tristar and Stromantia thalia, both are strictly indoor plants as well. So they could be a bit finicky sometimes. I've actually switched positions for this particular tristar plant in a few areas, but recently I found out where it best suits it so far, which is over this area. Not too hot, not too sunny, not too dark. When I placed it indoors, it wasn't really flowering much, but now as you can see, nearer to the sun, it's actually flowering quite a little bit. So the leaf grows out red, and then it has this spectacular whitish green. It looks as if someone painted over the leaf itself. This is one of my most favorite plants. Just that the edges are usually pretty dry out. Even in Singapore, when it rains so often, because I've watched some YouTube videos of people in the states where humidity is much drier, they do often get such issues as well. This one is another species of Stromantia as well. Pretty good. If I can enrich it a bit more, just a beautiful straight white light green line across. So yep, I think I'm in love with Stromantias. Prettier. And the one behind is a variegated hibiscus. So someone told me that variegated hibiscus don't flower, so I'm not sure if it's true because it hasn't flowered for me ever since I got it back in like 3-4 months. And there's good sunlight. I fertilize it as well. But these are pretty good looking. Oh. Last but not least, I've got 2 little pots here, one here and the other one flanking the other side. And these are the zebra basket vines, and it's flowering right now. I will consider them indoor plants as well. Don't like to be in too much of a light. Flowers are pretty interesting. Actually, the thing that's most interesting are the leaves, because the top part are actually greenish and the bottom part is actually purple. Not sure why they call it zebra though.